welcome back to my channel. This is the week 9 update. As you guys know, I always do these a week behind. So today is Tuesday and I am officially 10 weeks and 0 days today. I'm feeling okay. Week 9 was not that bad. I think we had a couple moments of like a turning point, and I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm hoping that the placenta is finally taking over and that these bits of feeling good are going to last. I just kind of take it as they come and hope for the best. But week 9 was a good week. I felt really good. Before we get started, guys, I just want everybody to say a little prayer for another YouTube mom out there, Lauren Self. I think her YouTube channel is Lauren Self Blogs with a B. They didn't get great news at their 20-week ultrasound, and it's so easy for all of us, especially because I know there's a lot of pregnant mamas out there watching me right now, to take for granted, you know, having the healthy babies and the healthy pregnancies, and then out of nowhere you just get slammed with horrible news or news that gives you a lot of uncertainty. And I just want to say a prayer for her family. So just keep them in your thoughts, and if you pray in your prayers as well, because they need it right now. And if you know their story, this is like a really terrifying and trying time for their family. They've kind of gone down this road and it didn't end well before. So anyway, just keep Lauren in your thoughts. Now let's get on with the video. First things first, I forgot last week to share what the baby looks like, and I'm gonna like toggle between a couple apps because I like how they show the baby on one app, but then I like what they say on the other app. This is what the baby looked like in week 9. So cute. So as I said, I am 10 weeks today, but I'm going to talk all about week 9. That app that I just showed you, because I get questions about the apps I'm using, that was Pregnancy Plus, but I'm going to read to you really quickly 3 cool things about baby, because I just think this is kind of cool. All right, so it says, this is a milestone. Baby is no longer an embryo and is now officially a fetus. And baby's developing more distinct facial features. So the eyes and all of this will look more like, I guess, your family than ever before. And then it says, baby might now have strong enough heartbeat to be picked up on a fetal Doppler. And at 9 weeks, your fetus measures around 0.9 inches and weighs about 0.07 ounces. So the first thing I have on my list, you guys know I take my notes on my phone, is got the sneak peek test. We will have the results tomorrow night. I will not find out until Saturday. Also, for those of you who have not watched the last vlog, the next bullet point says the doctor predicted it's a girl. So I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably watched the vlog too, but just in case you didn't, or if this is the first time you are here on my channel, I have a son. His name is Sebastian. He will be 2 in about a month, but the doctor thinks it's a girl. And you know, I want a girl, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up because it's just so early for him to visually look at a baby on the ultrasound and tell me. But doctors have expertise. They've been doing it for years, so I'm gonna trust him-ish, but that's why I got the sneak peek blood draw today. Oh, for a lot of you, I don't think you realized what sneak peek was. So when I said I was doing sneak peek, a lot of you said you should just go get the blood test. Well, sneak peek is a blood test. You can do it at home or you can do it at a clinic. I chose to do it at a clinic because they knew what they're doing. I can't draw my own blood. I would be on the floor. The lady said that it is more accurate than the Harmony test, but she also told me that the doctor is unable to predict that early looking at an ultrasound because things haven't even dropped yet for the little boys. So I don't know, but we'll see if he's right. We'll know soon. The next bullet point I have on here is no more progesterone and no more vitamin D. And you guys, that has just been like such a nice thing. I don't know if any of you guys have had to take progesterone. Comment below if you've ever had to take the suppository progesterone. I had to do it twice a day and it was disgusting. It was disgusting. It comes back out. Things are messy and gross, and he finally gave me the okay to stop taking it, which was really nice. So that's done. I also no longer have to take vitamin D. I don't even know what a healthy range is because the nurse told me what range I should be in and the doctor said that that was wrong, but he did say that my vitamin D is now at 47.4 and I no longer need to take additional vitamin D along with my prenatal. I did get asked about metformin and if I plan to continue to take it, and I was able to stop taking it at 12 weeks with my son. but I took it till 15 because back then I relied on the metformin because I thought it was keeping him alive. So I just kept taking it. And for those of you with PCOS, if your doctor has you on metformin, it may be a rough pill to get through, but it also really can reduce your level or your chance for a miscarriage, which would basically just put you back down at a regular woman's level in the first trimester. So that means that PCOS gives you a higher chance for a miscarriage. And with that metformin, it'll bring you back to normal, to about a normal level. And the further you get into your first trimester, every woman, the less likely, I mean, it's still, things can happen, but the less likely the doctors will tell you that you are going to miscarry. So take the metformin if they offer it to you, especially if you have PCOS. Let's see. Oh, okay. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed about a week ago or so, last week, that I posted a story asking if you have ever used compression socks, and if you have, for a pregnancy, specifically your own pregnancy, to send me a DM. The reason why I asked was because I am experiencing circulation issues or something, but it's not necessarily numbness, which is good, but it's like a dead leg. If I lay down or sit too long, my left leg feels like it's like on the verge of falling asleep. Like imagine if you sat on your ankle like up underneath you while you're sitting on the floor for like 20 minutes and you take it out and it's got that like weird sensation. That's how my entire leg feels, from like the top of my butt all the way down to the base of my like shins, and it's awful. And it doesn't last long once I get moving, but if I'm laying down too long, well, I sleep at night, I feel it. And I don't remember it being quite like this when I was pregnant with Bash, but I do remember my leg tingling if I sat down too long, or if I was driving, even to work. Sometimes it would take me 25 minutes to get to work. My leg would be tingling when I got there. So I'm going to try compression socks. I'll probably order them this week and see if that helps. It's not swollen, but it is like circulation-y issues, and I know that compression can help. All right, so my next bullet point is sore chest, and I've been wondering when it was gonna start. They definitely are starting to look different, and they hurt. And it's not always, but I remember the day they started hurting, I could barely have my shirt on. Like even just the shirt rubbing up against them, I was like, oh my gosh. And it has kind of gotten a little bit better since then, but they're still really sore. The whole thing, they're just both really sore, and they're starting to get a little bit more full. And I have been the president of the IBTC since before puberty. Like I've just never had a big chest. They don't grow unless I'm pregnant, and I can already tell that they're starting to get bigger. I'm not sure how big because I haven't changed anything yet as far as like bra sizes or anything, but I can tell that they're growing. So if you're wondering how mine were doing, just thought I'd share that with you. Next thing, the dysgeusia or the dysgeusia, which if this is your first time watching me, I get this nasty bitter taste in my mouth when I eat food, and I have on here that it isn't as severe. And I've noticed in week 9 that I was able to eat certain things that I wasn't able to eat the week before without brushing my teeth, which was awesome. I probably still brush my teeth 5 times a day now, but it was better than the like 10 times a day 2 weeks ago. And so I noticed I was eating a meal that I usually had to brush my teeth after, and I didn't have to, or I think I still did, but I remember it not being as irritating, like gross. Today, I think I've only brushed my teeth twice today, and it is, what time is it? It's 12:23 p.m. So I brushed them when I got up this morning as usual, and then breakfast, and I had to brush them after that, and that's been it. And I've since eaten and did not brush. So hopefully, and it was carbs, and you know the carbs are really what set it off, and I haven't had to yet. So I think maybe it's finally wearing off, and that's just gonna be like a first trimester thing that we can put aside. All right, another thing from week 9 that was really huge. I think I mentioned last week that I had not been able to get through a full meal. So I could order food, but I can only eat like half of it. So if I was ordering like say a burger and fries, I didn't eat the fries and I could only eat half the burger, and I felt really full. And that's how it had kind of been since the very beginning, if I was even eating at all, because at the very, very beginning, you're really nauseated. So last Saturday, I think it was, I ordered P.F. Chang's. I think it's a chain restaurant. It's like a nicer chain. Usually see them around malls. And I ordered like some tangy honey something chicken and some white rice to go along with it, and I ate the entire order by myself. Like, it was just chicken, and then they had the little thing in the white, they put your rice in little white like things. I ate all the rice and all the chicken, and I didn't feel sick after, although I didn't eat for the rest of the day either, which kind of made me scared to not eat, because you know not eating makes you sick. But I never felt hungry again, and I was fine all night long and into the next day. But that was the first time I was able to eat a meal in its entirety, not feel sick, not get full after 2 bites, and not feel just anything. I just ate it and went about my day, which really consisted of me laying around, but it didn't make me feel bad at all. So I have since been able to eat more food. I wouldn't say complete full meals, but I've been able to eat more food than I've been able to eat the entire pregnancy, which is awesome, and I'm not feeling bad afterwards either. So let's hope that continues. We only have 2 more bullet points because not a lot of horrible things happened this week. I just put another one, kind of goes with the last one, not nauseated by most foods. And I think I mentioned in another video that I think chicken is like a huge aversion for women during the first trimester and sometimes the whole pregnancy. And for me, I've been eating chicken like it's my job. I think I've eaten more chicken pregnant this time around than I've eaten in the last year. I know I have, because I don't eat chicken that often, and I am not nauseated by it. So I ate everything. I've been eating, the only thing I haven't been eating, and I kind of want it to take hold and it hasn't, is Taco Bell. And I've been waiting for like the Taco Bell craving to come on strong so I can finally go get some. But it's like, I don't feel sickened by it, but I also don't feel like, oh, that sounds good right now, I want that. Like, I haven't had that moment yet. But yeah, I'm not really nauseated by that many foods. Still not big on smells, so preparing food isn't easy for me, but I can eat it if someone else makes it where I can't smell it ahead of time. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is the placenta finally taking over and me starting to feel well. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm really happy with how things have been going, and that was last week into even today. Like, I'm feeling fine. And the final bullet point I have on here, which is what makes me feel sick, is still gassy, and it makes me feel awful. That's exactly what I have. The gas has just been like unreal. It's still bad. I'm burping and I'm burping out the back end. It's just all day, it's all the time, and it doesn't go away. And it sits right at the top of my stomach and just makes me feel awful. And sometimes I honestly think I'm about to vomit until I burp, and then I'm like, oh, and it's all this pressure is just released out of my body and I feel fine. But until then, I'm just like, I feel sick. And I'm like, food isn't making me feel sick, but gas is. And a lot of you guys recommended some things for me to take. My doctor said I could take Beano, but like, I'm not trying to take much more than I'm already taking, which at the moment is metformin, my prenatal, and Unisom. So I'm not really trying to take more things than I have to. So yeah, I'm kind of just suffering it and hoping that it goes away soon. But aside from that, making me feel a little sickly, it's not from nausea, which is good. And so yeah, I just hope that this is it. I'm ready to start feeling good again and leaving my house on a normal basis, and you know, feeling good every day, and can go finally get my nails done and just be a normal woman again. But I am so thankful, and just keep praying for us and for a healthy baby, no matter what the gender. And my dress is not indicative of what I think the gender is. It's just the only thing that fits that's clean. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.